Hello everyone, my name is Sunny and today's topic for today's pick a card is going to be a spooky pick a card. Sorry, I totally messed that up. So I have 5 piles and today's topic is going to be, are you going to be experiencing anything paranormal? So I thought that was very fitting for October. These are really interesting. I always like doing all sorts of different videos, so this is going to be one of those unique type of videos that maybe not might be as popular, but I wanted to creatively just work on it. So I have 5 piles. The top ones, from top to bottom, it's pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and then pile 5. Oops. So if you need more time to think about the question, or if you were attracted to several piles, you can go ahead and select that and stop the video if you feel like you need to think about it. Otherwise, I will start with pile 1 and kind of give you a brief answer. So, pile 1, are you going to be experiencing anything paranormal soon? So you have the King of Wands, reversed. This is a no, pile 1. You will not be experiencing anything paranormal. It's likely that your head's not in it. Maybe you're not really thinking about, let me place it down. Maybe you're not really thinking about that sort of topic and you just wanted to click because you were curious. But it could be also likely that maybe it makes you paranoid, or maybe if you are thinking about it and you're thinking something's happening, that's likely maybe your paranoia getting the best of you and you're overthinking something that could be easily explainable, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think in this moment you probably are just very not concerned, but maybe it just feels like you're in your head and you're overthinking things. And I could just literally just say overthinking in this moment, but that would have been simpler. But yeah, I just don't think you're experiencing what you think you're experiencing the way that to that extreme. It's just the things that do go bump in the night are not really scary. They could possibly be the house creaking, moving, or animals scaring you with their noises that you're not familiar with, things like that. So I hope that helped pile 1. Select a different pile if you did not like that, or think about a different scenario, or in a different time frame. You can come back and click the video. I will start with pile number 2. You have King of Pentacles reversed. So you will not be experiencing anything paranormal soon or anytime soon. Pile number 2, likely because right now you're kind of thinking more about yourself. I think it's more so likely you're maybe you're trying to, for example, maybe you're trying to focus, aside from just building assets, right? The obvious, you're trying to figure out where you're going to get money, or maybe you're trying to figure out how you can build up your confidence to be a king, right? That's what the King of Pentacles is. You want to have enough for your subordinates. You're thinking about your family, possibly. And you're kind of worrying so much that maybe it's causing you to misinterpret things around you that are surrounding you, right? So that could be the answer. It's plain and simple for you, pile 2. I think that also if you're purposely searching for this paranormal activity, sorry, I didn't say that right, you will not be finding any evidence. You're just going to be, I think if you decide to go, for example, visiting a cemetery, or going into creepy haunted places, old abandoned places or hotels, and you try to uncover EVPs or something, there's just nothing's going to come out. Nothing will come of it, and you will feel like it was totally a waste of time and it was pointless. Likely that's the scenario, right? If this was your pile. But again, you can always come back in a different time and you can select a different pile if you want to. So I hope that helped pile 2. On to pile number 3. For pile number 3, you have the 7 of Wands upright. So pile number 3, will you be experiencing anything paranormal soon? Yes. I think you might have been arguing with people that you might have considered I've been having these weird noises in the home, or I've been listening to this, or have you heard the doors move, things like that. and people just bicker with you and fight you. Like, no, that's just in your head. That's not right. Like, you're just tired. You're, like, exhausted. Or maybe you're overworking, you haven't slept, and you're like, no. Like, you just kind of fight off and fend for yourself, constantly trying to, like, defend your honor, if that makes sense, pile 3. And you kind of want to, like, tell them, like, it's not an ego thing. It's real. And yes, likely there's paranormal activity happening around you. Again, you decide how scary or how light it should feel. But yeah, I definitely think that you would kind of bicker with people, like, it's true. And you would do your best to kind of, like, fight them off and fend for yourself. Or they could bother you at night in your sleep and you're trying to, like, not be disturbed, so you kind of fight them off. Like, maybe it's like, what are those shadows, the black shadows, shadow people, there you go. shadow people, like, bothering you, and you're just like, not today. And you kind of just throw shoes at them, like, or you turn on the light, like, you're just that person who's just like, no, it's just distracting me. But I definitely think that you would fight off. You have a fighting spirit, pile number 3, especially with this one energy. But I think it's more like a verbal, like, or maybe you're yelling at them or cussing them out, like, F you, like, STFU, I'm trying to sleep, things like that. Or I'm trying to shower, like, it bothers you. But it looks like you have it under control. It's just funny to imagine you kind of fend off for your honor and, fight off people or things that you can't see. So I hope that helped, pile 3. Oops. So pile number 4, you have the Page of Swords reversed. So this is a no. You don't have anything. You have nothing. Sorry, I'm saying la. And what I meant to say, pile number 4, is that with the Page of Swords reversed, you don't have any paranormal activity happening around you in this moment. Likely, it could just be you maybe creating scenarios. Maybe you're likely tired. It could be that your mental health and your mental space is kind of being drained, and you're kind of, like, being extra aware, hyper aware. There you go, hyper aware. Very maybe lack of sleep. I think lack of sleep might also be creating, like, this paranoia in you that you're like, what was that? It feels like you're, like, constantly turning on the light, holding on to, like, a bat or, like, broomstick or something. Like, it just feels like you're extremely sensitive and aware, hyper aware, just paranoid. But maybe you just need to, like, not be so scared. Like, don't let the fear, that mental scary feeling get to you, because I think you're just creating scenarios for you, pal, for that are kind of, like, freaking you out, and you're freaking yourself out because you're, like, going to extremes or creating the worst case scenario, when in fact it's just something simple, right? It could be, like, a faulty light or something, bad electricity, things like that can scare you because you're alone or something. Because I feel like you're kind of alone here, and you're kind of just, like, fighting, like, you just, like, it feels like you have, like, a camera or something. You're like, I'm pointing the light at you, like, come out. It just feels like you're very scared of what could happen. But don't worry, pile number 4, there's nothing to scare you. It's just your paranoia, your fear. Maybe it's the time of the season. It's October. You get scared easily, so it's fine. Things happen. It's okay. So don't let the worst of the brain activity get to you. Relax, enjoy yourself, meditate, relax, read a book. Don't read a scary book, but, do that activity that kind of relaxes you and puts you at ease, and enough that, at least you get to nap too, because it's really making you, like, twitchy. I feel like you're twitchy. Like, very sensitive and paranoid, pile number 4. So I hope you enjoyed that. Last but not least, pile number 5. There you go. So pile number 5, you have the 8 of Swords upright. So is there paranormal activity happening? Yes, there's paranormal activity happening around you, pile number 5. I think that I just realized my shadow. Oh, there you go. Sorry. I think that you might be trying to kind of ignore that. I feel that the activity is bothering you, but you ignore it. I think you don't believe so much in the paranormal or that extra sixth sense. I have trouble saying that word. Sixth sense. There, sixth sense. I'm not saying it right. Anyways, I definitely think that you are scared of it and you don't believe in that because you believe in like tangible things, and I think that you're kind of ignoring that and just blindfolding yourself to the belief that there's nothing there, but there is. Of course, it could be scary to you. Everyone deals with like paranormal things differently, but I do think that you have gifts, and I think that you pick up on these things, but you choose to kind of just walk away from it or ignore it, or at least if you aren't, it feels like you should walk away from it because it's kind of scary for you, and it's not something that you need to deal with in this moment, if that makes sense. Again, this female can walk away at any moment if she chooses to take off the blindfold. So I hope that helped.